Gone are the days when AI was simply confined to your devices via Siri or Alexa. Like it or not, AI is here to stay and has been slowly creeping its way into the gaming world. And it's safe to say the gaming community doesn't take too kindly to AI use in games, with numerous instances where it was used, such as the finals using AI voice lines, being absolutely flamed online. And Ubisoft is next in line to face some heat, as some seriously worrying details emerged online about a character voiced in the upcoming Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. IGN recently reported that a tree spirit known as Calyx sounded a bit sus to say the least, claiming that Calyx's voice didn't sound like it was recorded by a human and sounded like it was done by an AI program or a text-to-speech model. This gained massive traction online, with many calling out Ubisoft before they even had a chance to respond. It unfortunately placed a dark cloud over a game that many, ourselves included, are claiming is one of the best gaming comebacks in recent time, with our very own Taron Stockton giving the game 4.5 stars out of 5. These allegations arose during the early review process of the game, when IGN started to notice something was off about Calyx's voice, and reached out to other early reviewers to ask if they had experienced the same, which they did. This confirmed IGN's suspicions, who then tweeted out that a minor NPC in Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown did seem like it was using a text-to-speech model, but they did also go on to further clarify that it was most likely a mistake. This did not stop the backlash from the gaming community though, as many commented that it was essentially lazy and not an excuse. IGN did reach out to Ubisoft, who surprisingly responded and actually owned up to the mistake, saying, during the development process of a game, some teams use multiple placeholder assets, including text-to-speech voiceover, until final dubbing is delivered. The English version of these 8 lines of text for this character were not properly implemented, but will be swapped out and updated with an upcoming patch. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is fully voiceovered in English, French, Spanish, German, and Farsi. Apologies if I've got that pronunciation wrong, with more than 12,000 lines in total. It is also subtitled in Italian, Portuguese, Brazilian, Chinese, Korean, Russian, Arabic, Polish, and Japanese. So seemingly, this all boils down to a simple mistake. Ubisoft admitted that they used an AI voiceover, but it was there simply as a placeholder until a voice actor completed the lines and would eventually be swapped out. In fairness to Ubisoft, this is extremely common practice in game development, with many early builds of games using AI voices and text-to-speech placeholders until professional, and most importantly paid, voice actors are brought in to complete those lines. So, does this boil down to a simple mistake? Most likely, but the controversy doesn't stop there. IGN dug a bit further. After noticing the mistake, they dug into the credits of the game to inspect the listed voice actors, and they found something extremely worrying. Calyx does not have an assigned voice actor credited at all. This is the worrying part, as if it was simply a case of forgetting to swap out a voice actor's lines for the AI placeholder, surely the voice actor would have still been noted in the credits. IGN's deep dive revealed that every single character had been cast and credited humans for all other voice languages, everyone except Calyx. To try and further clarify the situation, IGN once again reached out to Ubisoft after initially owning up to the mistake and asked if they could get some clarification specifically on the complete lack of a credited voice actor for Calyx at all. Despite the prompt reply with the initial response, IGN is yet to receive an explanation of the lack of credits. What was initially a simple mistake has turned into a sticky situation, and it doesn't seem like the issue is going to be resolved anytime soon. Ubisoft clarified that the issue will be present in the game's official release too, as the day one patch notes have no mention of Calyx's voice being swapped over, and Ubisoft later clarified that the voice would not be replaced in the game until late January or February. I'd like to clarify this is purely speculation at this point, but could it be that Ubisoft never actually intended to swap over those voice lines, hence the lack of a credited voice actor, and retrospectively plan to now hire a professional voice actor following the backlash, which could be the reason of the delay in swapping the voice lines over? Potentially, but Ubisoft did immediately own up to the mistake, so I personally lean more on the side it was a simple yet silly oversight and not some master plan to try and save a few dollars on a minor NPC. The gaming community aren't holding the same faith though, with some claiming they knew exactly what they were doing and were trying to subtly incorporate AI into their games and hoped no one would notice. This argument could hold some merit too, as Ubisoft has already shown their commitment to AI, along with Genshin Impact developer HoYoVerse at CES recently. Both were mentioned among the first studios to start using Nvidia's Avatar Cloud engine, an AI platform that claims it can create extremely lifelike game characters. Not just that, but this will allow full conversations with players using their microphones to interact with the AI-generated NPCs, with the NPCs responding back using text-to-speech voiceovers. I'm curious, what do you think of this whole situation? Was it a genuine mistake from Ubisoft, or were they trying to incorporate AI use in Prince of Persia in a subtle way? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, you should check out our full review of Prince of Persia.